Hello, and welcome back to Motivation Audio Lab. I'm so glad you could join me today. We're going to talk about a tool that is so central to our idea of productivity that we never think to question it: the simple to-do list. It's the first thing we're taught when we learn about time management. It's our trusted companion in the battle against chaos. But what if I told you that this trusted tool might be betraying you? What if the very thing you use to organize your work is the hidden reason you can't focus? Today, we put the to-do list on trial. Let's begin. Picture this scene. It's Monday morning. You sit down at your desk, you take a sip of coffee, and you write out a perfect, detailed to-do list. It has everything: the big project, the small errands, the important emails. You feel organized. You feel in control. But then the day begins. You start working on the big project, but your brain keeps reminding you about that email you need to send. You switch to the email, but then you remember you need to schedule that appointment. By the end of the day, you've been busy. You've crossed off a few small things, but the big, important project has barely moved forward. You feel distracted, fragmented, and vaguely anxious. The problem wasn't your work ethic. The problem was your system. The to-do list itself was the source of the distraction. To understand why, we need to talk about a fascinating piece of psychology discovered almost 100 years ago by a Soviet psychologist named Bluma Zygarnik. It's called the Zygarnik effect. Through a series of brilliant experiments, she discovered that the human brain has a powerful, nagging tendency to remember uncompleted or interrupted tasks far better than completed ones. These unfinished tasks create a state of internal tension that remains until the task is finished. Now, think about your to-do list. It is, by its very nature, a list of uncompleted tasks. When you write down a 20-item to-do list, you are not creating a map for success. You are creating a scientifically proven machine for generating intrusive, distracting thoughts. Each one of those unchecked boxes is a little loop that your brain keeps open. You're essentially telling your mind to worry about 20 different things at once. It's like having 20 browser tabs open in your brain, all consuming a little bit of your mental RAM, creating a constant, low-level hum of anxiety that makes deep, focused work on a single tab almost impossible. So, what is the solution? If the to-do list is the problem, what is the alternative? The solution is to move from a list of options to a plan of action. This brings us to our first crucial step: acknowledge the flaw and redefine the tool. You must understand that a to-do list is a brilliant capture tool, but it is a terrible execution tool. It's wonderful for getting things out of your head so you don't forget them, but it's a disastrous guide for how to spend your time. It encourages context switching and gives equal visual weight to a life-changing project and a minor errand. The first step is to demote your to-do list. It is no longer your boss. It is simply a holding pen for ideas. Our second step is to adopt the superior system for execution. Ditch the list. Marry the calendar. The most productive and focused people in the world don't work from a to-do list. They work from their calendar. This is a practice called time blocking. Instead of a list of what you have to do, you decide when you are going to do it. You take your most important tasks and you give them an appointment in your schedule. For example, instead of a list item that says, "Work on presentation," you create a 90-minute block in your calendar that says 10:00 a.m., 11:30 a.m., draft slides for Q3 presentation. This simple act is profound. It closes the open loops that the Zygarnik effect creates. You have told your brain that there is a concrete plan for this task, so it no longer needs to keep reminding you about it. It's no longer a source of anxiety. It's just an appointment you have to keep. This frees up all of that mental energy to focus completely on the task at hand. How many items are on your to-do list right now? I'm genuinely curious to know. Share the number in the comments below. And if this idea is sparking a new way of thinking for you, please subscribe for more counterintuitive strategies. Now you might be thinking, I can't schedule everything. My day is too unpredictable. That brings us to our third and final step, which creates a balanced and realistic system, the master daily list. This is how you combine the best of both worlds. You will keep a master list. This can be a digital note or a page in a notebook where you capture everything you might ever want or need to do. It's your brain dump. It can be 100 items long, and that's okay. Then, each morning, as part of your new routine, you will look at that master list and you will ask one question. What are the 1 to 3 things on this list that will create the most value and move me closer to my goals today? You select only those few crucial tasks. All the other items on the list are ignored for now. You then take those 1 to 3 daily tasks and you schedule them as concrete time blocks in your calendar. This system gives you both structure and flexibility. You capture everything so nothing is forgotten, but you only execute on what truly matters, giving those tasks the time and space they need for deep, focused work. Let's recap this new system for focus. First, you acknowledge that a traditional to-do list is a tool for capturing ideas, not for executing them, because it triggers the Zeigarnik effect and creates mental clutter. Second, you adopt time blocking as your primary execution tool, giving your most important tasks a specific time and place in your calendar. And third, you use a master daily list system to select your priorities each day, so you are always working on what is important, not just what is urgent or easy. Your one simple action for today is to try this. Just once. Look at your long to-do list. Pick the single most important task and give it a 60-minute appointment in your calendar for tomorrow. And when that time comes, close everything else and honor that appointment. Thank you for joining me in the lab. We've just revealed that one of our most trusted productivity tools might be holding us back. By replacing it with a more intentional system, you are not just organizing your tasks, you are organizing your mind. In our next session, we'll explore the science of why working more actually gets you less done. Until then, be well and be focused.